Good morning. We had a beautiful night last night at Chaffcutters Spring. We're going to move further up around the Kennedy Range this morning. Try and jump into ute and get away from these flies for a bit of a breather. There's quite a few springs along the western side of this Kennedy Range. Anyway, we'll have a bit of brekkie and move on further north. Would have been interesting to see that big boulder run down off the side of that hill. Nice wide creek on the western side of the hill. Looks like a little holding yard here, made out of grader blades. And on the opposite side, looks like a soak or a well. Not sure what that was off. Is that a bit of a ramp here? There's all sorts of fence lines run around here. And he had some sheep yards hereabouts. Very scenic along here. The western side of the Kennedy Range. Old gate latch. Still moves too. There's a lot of water along the western side of the Kennedy Range. Another soak here. Not sure if the water's seeping out of the range or if it's coming from underground. Hasn't been any water in there for a while. Pharaoh's well. Nice spot for it too. Just talking to a ranger. All this water comes out of ground. It's not seeping down through the hills. Looks like an old feed bin there somebody's made out of a tin. Old Southern Cross windmill, what's left of it. I reckon that contraption may have been to uncoil wire when you're doing fencing. Single strand wires. Just in case you're wondering what's inside this old tank. Doesn't hold water anymore. And here's the old soak. Another one of the collection. What year you reckon they were, Dave?
By the look of it, got the seam up there. It's around about 1910s, I'd say.
Yeah, right, eh? What else did you find?
I found this bottle.
Property of...
I can't read.
A bit hard to see that. Property of Rosella. Rosella...
Preservatives.
Preservatives, ah, yeah, right, eh? Oh, beauty. There was a bully beef tin on the ground there, I noticed too. Lake Julia. The finch have been making good use out of this shelter. Nest all over the place. It's quite warm up here today. Quite pleasant after the freezing cold down south of Mandurah. Only a little creek crossings through here. A fair bit of water down here at some stage. Must be a bit of water through here. Nice and green. Must be another wet patch under here. As you can see, it's not ideal for caravans through here. Amazing the sights you see when you come over a hill. Pretty rugged country out here. Beautiful, but those little trucks go anywhere. Tracks heading into the hills. Looks like we're following the valley up to the escarpment. Now 309 metres above sea level, and up top of these, well, this range, it's all sand dunes. There's the track we just come up. Not a bad view down this way. Back towards the junction, Gascoyne junction. Up and over our first dune. There's not many here, I believe. I believe we run along the valley of them. Kennedy something or other. if you can read that. It's Kennedy Range number 1, TD7305. That must have been when they pushed the track through. There's still rocks up here. You figure all those part of the range we passed were probably once covered in sand as well. There's a fire through here. Pretty desolate, apart from spinifex. There's a really good bird through here, but look at things. Even the spinifex died. Shooting up again now, eh? We've travelled about 7 k's from that marker, but we're only about 2 k's away from it. Looks like we're going to go up and over this one. Quite tall, these Jones. Getting back into some of the sandy country that hasn't been burnt. There's some pretty good corrugations along this sandy track. Wander down here and check out this bit of a breakaway. Wow, would you check this out? Like a big sinkhole. Unbelievable. And a bit of brickwork over there in the corner. Amazing. Come back in the morning. It'd be great with a bit of light from above. I'll come back in the morning and get a bit of a wide angle of it.